Well, welcome back to another Take 5 on the Krayden's Right channel. And this is, I'm standing on guard, as always. And guess what? It's Alberta Election Day. And we have been watching this election quite closely as it winds down today after 4 weeks of very angry debate between Premier Danielle Smith and the NDP opposition. And I am very surprised it's close. I'm very, very surprised it's close because I think Danielle Smith has offered a vision for Alberta that is one that other provinces should be emulating. And I think it's very important. You can't overemphasize the fact that she has offered Alberta a new freedom that other provinces simply haven't offered. They have succumbed to Trudeau's pressure and authoritarian means. They have relinquished provincial autonomy. And I think it's great that Danielle Smith has completely refused to do that. And that is certainly her strength. So I'm surprised that she's not doing twice as good as she is. But that's because there's a very strong liberal media now in Alberta that wasn't there before. I have read stories from the Calgary Herald that at one time you would never imagine would have been in that paper. And I used to write for the Calgary Herald, as did Danielle Smith. And that's actually where I first met her. And had a lot of time and respect for her then, and I do now. But I think she is going to win today, should win today, and is going to continue to be the foremost opponent of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his authoritarian policies and his desire to create a new national energy program through the green energy deal that he is enforcing. And Alberta is one of the few provinces, along with Saskatchewan, that's standing up against this. Alberta is also standing up against Justin Trudeau's gun seizure. And I think that's not going to happen if Danielle Smith doesn't win this election today. I was looking at some of the stories, the last minute reporting coming out about this morning, and the NDP is doing as well as they usually do in the urban centers, very well in Edmonton, and they're about neck and neck with the United Conservative Party in Calgary. But in order for the NDP to win, as any observer will tell you, they need to really be about 10 points ahead of the UCP. And they're nowhere near that. And they certainly are not going to be making up that today. The real undecided here, or the unknown, is this early vote, which I understand is about 26% of those eligible voted early. So that's a huge portion of the overall vote that's already in. It's impossible to know if that vote is going to go for the Conservatives or the NDP. But certainly it doesn't look like there's any third party wiggle room here. And it's basically, this is a two-party battle, but it's going to be a very tight finish, unless, of course, the polls are completely wrong again, as they have been in the past. Because you might remember, the last NDP victory was not predicted by very many pollsters. And it happened because the Conservative vote collapsed. And it was almost a revenge vote. And it turned out they got a very bitter result for that. I don't believe this is going to happen this time. And I think Danielle Smith's stand on the COVID-19 mandates has been sterling, and it's been an example for other provinces, other premiers. I think she's on the right direction with the Alberta Sovereignty Act. She's not fighting for independence. She's fighting for an Alberta that is strong within Canada, but that retains its traditional autonomy over things like natural resources, which the federal government is always trying to take away. These are areas the federal government, especially under this Trudeau and the last Trudeau, tried to encroach upon. So I'm wishing all the best to Premier Danielle Smith. May she also be Premier in the weeks and months ahead. And I think she's going to win this election today. I think she's fought a good campaign. And it's been a difficult one because of an uphill battle against the media and against some really scurrilous allegations that have been made against her. But she's risen to the top. And I think she's going to win. So I think it's important, if you haven't voted and you see this message today, go out and vote today, because that is your God-given right as a citizen of a free country. Exercise it, please. We need to do that. And another Take 5 from Stand on Guard with David Krayden, signing out for today. I hope you're enjoying this channel as much as I enjoy putting the material on here. This is not just about politics. I sing some of my favorite songs from the Great American Songbook. And you can also watch my latest show where we do some of the news you're not going to hear anywhere else. But please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. If you want to be part of this station, please be a subscriber. We want you.